Good morning, and thank you so much for always making the time to be with us. We are 20 minutes behind time, but we have to work. Forgive us for this. Now, this is the show, The Dialogue. Yes, The Dialogue. This show says it all, and this show speaks truth to power. Yes, it speaks truth to power. Here, we don't banter. Here, we don't dilute anything political or social, because we are here as citizenry to help build this country of ours, Ghana. Now, I want you to call a friend, to call another, to call a grandfather, call a grandmother. That show is on here, where we don't banter and we speak truth to power. Now, what I want, because we are a little behind time, I want to quickly tell you that we are live on KFM TVGH, on YouTube. We are live on KFM TVGH, on Facebook as well as Instagram. I want you to call a friend. What I want to do is, I always say that when you wake up in the morning and you are able to see the rays of the sun, you are able to walk to and fro, and you are able to put something in your belly, it means something has happened. And what is that? That is something that God has blessed you with. Somebody slept, couldn't wake up. Somebody is now in the hospital fighting for his or her life. So take a break. 1 second and say, God, thank you. I am Franklin Cadwell, but I want to do something like I always do. You put something in your belly to give you that natural energy or that material energy. But what I'm going to do is psychologically psych you up, all right? So that you can go on to your daily activities or your daily duties. And that will also psych you up, give you that energy to go on in life, because we also need psychological aspects of life that will move us on. If you are not psychologically motivated, right, you may want to wake up, but waking up becomes very cumbersome. I am Franklin Cadwell. Now, what I'm having for you this morning is, it is going to be displayed on your screen beautifully. Don't trust someone who always speaks ill or bad about others. Remember, don't trust someone who speaks ill or badly about others. They will do the same to you. Yes, they will do the same to you. Behind you, they say all sort of things. Behind you, right? They also say bad things about you behind you. So, listen to me this morning. It is displayed on your screen. If you sit with people, co-workers, colleagues, mates, mate or classmates, right, or family, if you trust people who always say bad things about people or speak ill about others to you, immediately you turn, they will say bad things about you to others. Immediately you turn, they will say bad things about you to others. So you shouldn't trust anyone or someone who always speaks ill or badly about others to you, because immediately you turn, they will say the same things about you, badly, ill about you to others. And so you should be careful whoever you trust. And you know something, I always say that don't trust anyone, not even yourself, not even your wife, not even your husband. You can respect, you can give that reverence to your wife, your husband, but trusting a human being, it's the last thing you should do in life, because human will disappoint you. But I'm saying that don't trust someone who always talks or speaks about others, or speaks badly about others, because they will do the same to you. Immediately you are not there, they speak ill about you to the same person whom they spoke ill about to you some time ago. This is The Dialogue, and this show is live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. We are live on Tuesday 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. same day Tuesday, and on Thursday 7 a.m. Make a date with us always. I'm taking a breather. When I'm back, I'll make sure that I introduce what we are here this morning, what we are going to discuss this morning. Stay tuned.
Fraba just wonio yanom e shen a use fuel when so yansesa oil ne wohia ene ne key e shen egumechi nyina eye lip moto Giomi anase nami eyemu bia won sabeka wo KFM Limited e wo Ghana ha lip moto abefu cars abi yanom emwedene sanso efe wa hwe interiors here ka hear me timusi see and your friend on lip moto e was 3 modes of driving obetimi a switch so open temo a obe na sports mode so person will save you battery obetimi use economy mode na say won pentem na wo pe normal riding so a your friend of standard wo charge your battery within 6 hours e betumi di wakokoma ase aba metre 310 kilometers enti woni how obetumi so the 3 hours fast charger a charge na mana you full bonama na wakokoma ase aba say no me try the aka no Giomi ne awohia ne key make sure say key ne ben wa wo hwese na interior on etie na black and white papa so no FSN yo wa hwe screen tentin e bo ma hu car no battery aka na ma hu mileage nso e wo so we so de etu kwan 320 kilometers and sana was charge ubetimi a charge in 6 hours fast charger ye 3 hours abefu efidie yenso ubetimi a drive no in 3 modes eye standard sports and say economy so wo pentem to say me a yanom choose sports what say ubetimi to quite fi hakokobase ama wo battery ni bi so aka because eye 320 kilometers wo charge in 6 hours ubetimi nya full battery na wonya fast charger so 3 hours per you're set making sure so okay ni ka ho nya sa wakem ubi e do na start Chili Giomi black and white makoma swat man san ka de yen check de aka no nye no abefo de ni mu ba ko ni o de awohia no wuki making sure so key ni ben nya sa wakem wheel no efe leather na ewo mu no so dance eye grey ni yo ma hodo mienu de ani hakakra ene de emu odu esanso wo screens mienu wey e ma wo information a hunya wo car ne hunyina ase besia bonum papa your friend entertainment de awohia no ane e bas ubetumi so driving in 3 modes just like the others standard and I say sports so open tema car we so e betumi etu kwan akokomase aba 330 kilometers Bichema udu kra betumi jesi so no wabonyum kakra ansa na adu wo charge na 6 hours no so betumi so charge no 3 hours if no fast charge eyinu munyina KFM Limited and they are big just so fraying near me sanka wo de ententem so open installment a high purchase and train one nase we've got you solid Yanume, on sabetumi aka fidie mu bia e wo KFM Limited. Won sabeke fidie no na wetua no nkakra we unya no bebia age KFM Limited. Fraying ever sort out.
All right, so welcome back to the program, and thank you so much for staying and glued to the set. Now, this is the dialogue. This show comes your way Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 a.m. on Tuesday, and then on 6 p.m. on Tuesday, same day, and on Thursdays, 7 a.m. Now, what I have here is that I always say that as a man or a woman, you have to look good. Yes, you always have to look good. I say, woman who is fair. I can say, My dressy set it. Is that not how they say it? Yes. You have to look elegant. I always say that even if you are a job seeker and you dress well and your certificates are not good, right? Somebody can give you a job just because of first impression, right? Because of how you dressed, right? So I'm just telling you that if you want to look elegant and look so sharp, to be admired by all and sundry, right, you have to call somebody. I will introduce such a person to you in a moment. But upa tadia bia udi pesa udi ko baby, right? Upa atadia udi ko wedding. And now upa tadia sebi nipa de death is inevitable, as we always say. Nipa de twase nipa wu. Yes. Ubasa kwalaye den ubenyi na wawu. Enti ye den ubekwa yie, pesa kwa yie na so pese utwa tadia papa. Na udi kwa yie na obi hwa wa 2 times and now say o pese o party be special party beer birthday party and now say get together beer and now say you upatade ready wear a dress beer o pese tailored properly made aye the materials papa na aye and now say fabrics papa na aye and yes fabric I share na etiti and now say o to sukra na crumple within few minutes no o pese upentare bisia a wo to a wa share now nam kwan mu out mu se nkrofo ehwew nyese omo hwew no madidi watem omo hwew se atade na wo hye na efe ebi kra beben waka che so oh today you look good and I say why efe opa bibi sa just call look for Sophia Atilia and I say manu titiri opa Brazilian hair and I say opa Chinese hair and I say opa makeup kit opa say when me efe e ma okunu on the wedding day, right? And as opposed to your makeup, or body any when ni wasum any right? Just look for Sophia Atilia or Sophia Beauty Hub at 13 Spinter Lane, Tema Community 18. Tema Community 18. I repeat, 13 Spinter Lane, Tema Community 18. And I say Tantra Hill Runabout. Yes, Tantra Hill Runabout, where the bus stop is. They are just close to the bus stop where a mechanic shop is. You can also call Sophia Atilia or Sophia Beauty Hub on 0545 007777. Sophia Atilia, call them on 0545 007777. Actually, this that I'm wearing is Sophia Atilia who put this on me, and she's a woman. So like I said the other day, if a woman can sew something like this or make something like this elegant for me, then you can imagine what she will do to your wife-to-be's or wife-to-be's wedding dress or the party dress. Now, once again, call them on 0545 007777. Then, yet again, we say sometimes, wapumu how I say wapum baby oh yeah and I say yeah training kakra and I say exercise kakra na ejai mo say sisi ni yen sre yes the muscles and your knees your kotodwe ya pa. They say if anything infectious sebi wako tokru boni bim you've gone to indulge in sexual activities or sexual intercourse and you've had infections, being it gonorrhea, candidiasis, white, and you have itchy body, severe headache, syphilis, like I mentioned earlier, vagina discharge, all right? Emanu mo ana bibi efi sebi mo akusia okay, some discharge from your vagina, right? And then gonorrhea, pain during urination, ubre and sana wajunso. And also pain during sexual intercourse. A man will say, you are having sexual intercourse and you are feeling pains, and a man also low sperm count. To me, and I say sperm no and who din ebe provide abofra and to me fertilize with the is it called ovaries of the woman. Then you have to look for Dorifa Vigo Plus. This is what I'm having here. Dorifa Vigo Plus. It is also for male vitality. Wapomu, unyamankoye, baby, or ya gonorrhea, pain during urination, pain during sexual intercourse. You're having itchy body, severe headache, syphilis, vagina discharge, and then infections, all right, being it gonorrhea, white, or whatever it is, candidiasis, this is it. Dorifa Vigo Plus. It is also for your vitality. Look for this and it will help you. I tell you, it will help you because this has helped me years ago and it is still what helping me now. Yeah, if you also want something like you are having severe pain in your body or waist pain or back pain or excess fat, right? All of a sudden, you, as a man or woman, you are having excess fat leading to protruding stomach. Right? Right? And a mano, esana, ese sebi, wutuna koshe wa frumu. And you person ube experience this. Maybe it could be the storage of excess fat in your what abdomen. So if you don't want that to happen, say we through up a 6-pack, all right, you have to look for something called, or this medicine called Dorifa Kick-Up Tincture. Dorifa Kick-Up Tincture. I call it again, Dorifa Kick-Up Tincture. This one will help you to have flat tummy or flat belly. It also help you to relieve pain, all right, pain in your abdomen, pain in your body, waist pain, and anything that is pain in your what system. Look for Dorifa Kick-Up Tincture. This will help you to relieve you of your what? Your pain. Now, if you want to buy a Dorifa Kick-Up Tincture, Dorifa V, remember these two, I call them between what? Medication. Dorifa Kick-Up Tincture, Dorifa Vigo Plus. The two are taken together just to resolve these issues for you. Call Dorifa Pharmaceuticals Limited on 0244 516 592. Call Dorifa Pharmaceuticals on 0244 516 592 or 020 858 8883. Let me mention it again. 020 858 8883, meaning the 8s are 4. So 020 858 8883. Call Dorifa Pharmaceuticals and they'll provide you Dorifa Kick-Up Tincture, right? And Dorifa Vigo Plus for male or vitality. We take them together. Now, once again, my call, my advocacy on those indigenes and non-indigenes sleeping under the circle or Kwame Nkrumah Circle Dubai Underbridge or sleeping under the Kwame Nkrumah Dubai Bridge. I am calling on the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Honorable Okulu, and I always call on the Mayor of Accra, Michael Alote Pakpu, or Michael Pakpu Alote. I'm calling on the two of you because sanitation in Accra is under your watch. And so said people always sleeping there. I think it is an eyesore, and I think it is not appropriate. So do something about it. I'll call this every morning, so you do something about it. People or indigenes sleeping under the bridge are circled just here. Please do something about it. Alote, Honorable Alote Pakpo, and Honorable Okulu, Linda Okulu, please do something about this. Now, we are going to discuss something very important this morning. And because we are going to have discussion, and because you are a citizenry, and because you are an electorate, you used this stamp to elect somebody as president, to elect somebody as a member of parliament. You also elected somebody with this as an assemblyman. Now, what are you doing? Do you just elect them and go sit somewhere? No. You have to do something. Hit at them, right? You have to criticize them constructively if they are doing the right thing. If they are not doing the right thing, admonish them. Chastise them and admonish them. Because someone say, ni oche sano, onim se neti achia. And I say neti achia. Right. So because of all this, for you to whip them, all right, to position, but admonish them to position, you have to be part and parcel. You are an integral part of this program. On Facebook, KFM TV GH, and on YouTube, KFM TV GH. you can send your message or comment on Facebook, and then subscribe to the channel on YouTube, and then share. Now on WhatsApp and SMS, it is 0246 239070. 0246 239070. That is a number that you watching me this morning can send your comment for me to read to the entire world to hear. Also mention your name to the entire world to hear. Now, that aside, tomato sellers. Very soon, tomato sellers. Or tomato is going to be very expensive on the market. Why do I say so? Because Ghana, as arable as our lands are, or as our land is, we use about $40 million. I repeat, $40 million. Go to Burkina Faso and import lots of tomatoes onto our market. Whereas we can cultivate pieces of land, arable land, like I said the other day, even on concrete, cement concrete, right? You can plant something that it will germinate. So if you have all this arable land, fertilized land, all right, and we go to Burkina Faso just here to import tomatoes, I understand in the entire world, we are the second importer of fresh tomatoes in the world, just after Germany. I mean, Germany also use tomato a lot. Whereas we have this land here, where you can plant everything, basically everything. It will do well. It will germinate and yield, right? But I hear that, or research says that we use about let me correct this. We use about $400 million, not 40, pardon me, $400 million in importing fresh tomatoes to the country. Now, the government of Burkina Faso, led by Ibrahim Traore, has put a ban on the import of tomatoes. Now, what are we going to do? Tomatoes is going to be very expensive on our market. What are we going to do? I need you to be part of this, so share your message with us via Facebook, via YouTube, via WhatsApp or SMS on 0246 239070. 0246 239070. Now, I am not alone here. I have some people who are going to help us digest this issue, tomato, and then the lithium deal. I'll talk about that more as time goes by. The lithium deal has been, I use the word readjusted. Is that appropriate? Lithium deal has been rectified. That is the appropriate word. Rectified by Parliament. In that, if the lithium is mined in Ghana here, we are going to get to 12%. You see, I'm even laughing whilst mentioning that figure, 12%. But I have somebody here. I have with me Honorable Agbeyalinao Brian. He's also known as the Prof. He's communication team member on the ticket of the ruling New National Democratic Congress. And I want to go straight to him. We also invited Honorable Lambert Apia Roxin. He's communication team member on the ticket of NPP. Okay, so quickly we are here, and I want to see your message on WhatsApp 0246 239070. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
How are you doing?
God has been good. God has been good.
How is your how is your constituency?
Oh, by the grace of God, everything is on evenness. I am at Medina now. But my home constituency happens to be Asunafusat in the Broward region. Okay. Yeah, so my love and my regards to everybody in Medina constituency.
Okay.
And by the grace of God, everybody can tell that NDC took over a government, that every sector of the economy was almost ushered into an abyss. And we promise a reset. Every sign is showing that the NDC is resetting Ghana. It is every indication is pointing to that particular one direction. So we just have to pray, okay, and continue praying for the NDC. Over the weekends on Saturday, I was at Afran Prince with the president
Okay.
Yes.
So you were there?
Yes, and agric minister.
That is agric farmer service.
Yeah, the farmer service center. I was there live. And
You were there with them?
yes, I was there. And to see that these two people in particular, I mean,
The agric minister.
the president.
Okay.
Sometimes I ask myself, are we going to anytime soon have somebody that seems to have been prepared for that position like him? Are we going to soon have that?
Okay.
Okay?
You fear that
He's-
when he leaves,
As if he's been prepared over the years for
he's a
this.
substitute.
Honestly speaking, that shoe
he is.
will be very big to feel. Is that okay? And for the Greek minister, he's doing such a fantastic job. He's doing such a fantastic job that as if sometimes you ask yourself, over the years have we had an Greek minister? Over the years have we had an Greek minister? Because it seems the difference between him and the other Greek ministers is like an ant and an elephant. So big.
Yeah, but
We don't have to talk about data. That's what the data you already know. It's surprising. 2.4% food inflation. It's surprising.
data
Is that okay?
Data seems
Yes.
encouraging.
Yes. Yes.
But I'm using the word
I like the but.
but.
That is where the explanation will come.
People
Yes.
are getting disappointed. Two, people are complaining.
Yes.
Because we are on the streets.
Yes.
We listen to them.
Very important.
Why is this so?
So, complaining about what?
About we have the inflation, as you said.
Yes, yes. Food inflation is
Food
2.4.
inflation, good.
Actual inflation is
And general
3.3.
Very well.
That
But
one is not in
people
question.
People are saying,
Yes.
complaining that yehu awo yen kotokum. We come market na sebi nyama bu esahedi. Fine, we say some commodities have reduced drastically.
For
which I
big
can
time.
attest to.
That you
Yeah.
can. That when we went to Afram Plains, somebody was complaining that when maize was going up to 1,500,
Yeah.
1,006, he stored some and stored. He bought some and stored, hoping that it would go to 2,000. With time, it has come to 400, 500. A TikToker, I was doing TikTok that when he was a farmer, under the MPP, he was a farmer. One bag of maize was giving me 1,500. Okay, but today he's giving him 300, 400, and he's complaining.
I see.
The last time the agric minister took the trouble to explain that there is always a good bad situation syndrome, a good bad syndrome, and then a bad good syndrome.
Okay.
Okay. For example, as there is bumper harvest, unlike the time that we have food, in front of us, we had a dry spell. Okay, that food prices were increasing. A lot of people were hungry. Is that okay? But the farmers that had the few crops, because one bag will give them something big, they are happy. So that is a bad good. But the good bad is a situation whereby now there is a food glut. Okay, that the food, a bag of
harvest, yeah.
yes, bumper harvest. That a bag of maize that was sold at 1,500 is now around 400, 500. Is that okay? So those farmers are complaining. Is that okay? But the generality of the Ghanaian people realize that there is such a relief, and we are to encourage them. And he promised that he's going to encourage them more, so that if formerly you were doing 1 acre, you can do 10 acres, you can do 20 acres, you can do 30 acres.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Once you are doing more, and that is the essence of the Farmer Service Center, you don't have to complain about money, you don't have to complain about chemicals, you don't have to complain about machinery, you don't have to complain about anything. All you need is the passion and the interest to enter into farming. And once you have that passion and interest to enter into farming, okay, you can farm as large as you want.
Okay.
Okay. And once there is, in UK, a full chicken can cost you about $2, $1.
Oh, yeah.
£1, you know that. Yeah. But they are the people who are producing the chickens there, and then they are exporting them. We are importing from them. Okay, so if once there is abundance of chicken, you expect that the prices of chicken are going to come down, but because you are producing more, because you are being encouraged and supported by the government to produce more, you will still be making huge profits. So don't look at the profit on one bag or on one chicken. But look at the fact that formerly you were just raising about 50 chickens. Is that okay? Now you can do, or 15 chickens of ours. Now you can do 5,000.
Okay.
So if the profit is even 10 cedis on one of them, if you multiply by the 5,000, you realize that you are making huge profit, more profit than when you were making a lot of profit on one of them. So I will encourage the farmers, whatever help that the government they need from the government. The government is ready to help them so that they can farm more. But when they farm more, this propaganda on the streets that the price of things are coming down, so farmers are crying. Okay, we have to try to be working on them. Else, if not so, we say, oh, okay, then I will not farm, and we will go hungry. Okay, so those who are playing that devil's advocacy, okay, of trying to say that food prices are coming down. So no, food prices are coming down because government is investing into farmers. And government is going to invest more into farmers for there to be a lot of production. So if you were producing maybe 5 tons, and then you have now produced about 100 tons. When you multiply you will see that you are making more profit. So we should look at the total profit that is going to be that is being made, rather than the marginal profit on one, or the profit on one
commodity,
one bag or one whatsoever.
Okay.
So honestly, we cannot tell that that this agriculture minister obviously is the best we've ever had. Okay. We know that it was food inflation that sent inflation to over 50%. Food inflation was 61% then.
Yeah.
You remember when the actual, so it was what pulled it up. When we took over, food inflation was still up. It was 27.8%, and then the actual inflation was 23.8%. Now food inflation is the one pulling every inflation down. And once food inflation drops significantly, okay, the actual inflation will drop, because most of the products in the inflation basket are food. So food inflation has dropped to 2.4.
Okay.
So food inflation is the one that is drawing, and then the actual inflation is 3.3. Right. So food inflation is the one drawing the actual inflation down. Okay. So I think with the way they distinguish themselves, the president, and then the agric minister, so distinguish themselves as if we've never had an agric minister in the history of Ghana.
Okay.
Okay, they need to be applauded.
All right.
So, as I mentioned, agric minister, I have to also mention some, Atofosi is also doing a great job.
And I can attest
almost one of the best finance ministers ever. Yes, and the natural resource minister, almost one of the best ministers we've had.
Okay.
Okay, so foreign affairs minister, almost one of the best ministers.
We'll have time for that in latter days. But well, you are still watching the dialogue here on KFM TV. We are very live on KFM TV GH on Facebook. Send your comments via Facebook, as well as KFM TV GH on YouTube. You can send your WhatsApp message on 0246 239070. 0246 239070. You can also send SMS message as well. 0246 239070. Now, Mr. Brian.
My brother.
Like I said earlier in my intro, I said that Ghana has very arable land.
Very arable
huge acres of land.
Yes.
But yet still, we go to just our neighbors here, Burkina Faso.
Yes.
And north there, all right? And import about $400 million worth of fresh tomatoes onto our market.
Yes.
Well, I understand what we produce here is only about 20% or 25%. The rest of about 75% are imported from elsewhere, Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
What are we doing to ourselves? Do we want to move on? When we always complain that dollar, CD dollar. Why?
Yeah.
What do you have to say about this?
We have to face fact. This, we don't have to blame it on any one government.
We have to.
Any one government.
We have to blame ourselves. That is all I think.
Yeah, we have to blame ourselves. Not on any. So it's not something.
So you mean successive governments?
It's been there. Is that okay? But I think myself and you have to agree that we have to do something about it. It is now and never.
I'm admitting.
And I can say that this is one of the best times that we can begin to do something about it. As I've stated, we have, obviously, without question, one of the best presidents in the history of Ghana, if not the very best. We've had one of the best agric ministers in the history of Ghana, if not the very best. Is that okay? And his initiatives, okay? If Ghanaians really want to solve this problem, as for the statistics, you've already mentioned them, 400 million importing tomatoes from Burkina Faso. Our land is more fertile. Okay, our rainfall pattern is better. So how come?
Theirs is very drier than
yes, drier than us. But then how
what are they doing that we are not
doing? Of course, they are not relying on the rain. Ghana, we rely mainly on the rain. Is that okay? So people that know that rain doesn't fall at their area so often, they have to find irrigation. They have to find other ways of getting water to their food crops. So once they are irrigating the land, there is like all year round they are producing.
Fresh, yeah.
All year round they are producing.
Harvest,
is that okay? You know that in Ghana, sometimes there is tomatoes growth. There is so much tomatoes in the market that it gets spots.
Yeah,
you remember?
It gets rotten.
It gets rotten. You remember recently this MP was kneeling and praying, begging the president and the minister, and the president had to order that they should buy the tomatoes. I go MP.
Yeah.
You know that because there was tomatoes growth, there was so much tomatoes in the market, and you go to the market, but that is only the seasonal way. But if you are doing irrigation farming continuously, these things will not be happening. You know, Ghana, we have almost 2 million, 1.9 million hectares that are irrigatable. Okay, but as of 2024, we were only irrigating about 66,000. Okay, 60,324. Okay, currently, as you are talking about, we are irrigating 235,000.
That is acres of land.
Acres of land currently. So that is where I said that we have to just that, you know, some of the initiatives, it will take time for people to, but currently check the net, check everywhere. I would not lie with figures. Me, I always said I'm a Christian because before I became politician. Okay, when we took over in 2024, it was only 606,000. Okay, 324 hectares of land that we were irrigating.
We're being irrigated.
But as of now, okay, if you check now, it is 235,000. When we went to Afram Prince recently, there are a lot of he's working on 900 acres land. Okay,
that is the government
irrigating. Yes, the government to be irrigated. Then there is a group, an association. They are from UK. Okay. They are coming to establish.
Okay.
Yes, they are coming to establish a processing plant there. They are going to help the farmers to do whatever farming they want to do with the technical support, the financial support, and everything. Then after the crop the crop grows, okay, they will buy them and process right there. So there will be a factory there processing the crops that they grow. Is that okay? So if that 900 has added, that is just one community just close to where we have gone to. So he's doing a lot of irrigation projects.
Irrigation project. He's doing a lot of irrigation project. In the past, we heard one village, one dam.
Yeah.
What is it actually doing in terms of this irrigation project you are talking about? Because to be frank with you, we've not heard enough.
You know something? It's not about talking. It's not about talking. The NPP party, the NPP government is a government that does more of talking. But if you go to the ground, they don't actually do anything. Is that okay? The things I'm telling you today, have you heard us talking about it? The things I'm mentioning today, the acres of land that we are irrigating, moving from 66,000 to over 200,000. We were not talking about it. Were we talking about it? But then people were one village, one dam. And to say a dam, to say that you are creating a dam in a village, doesn't even make sense in every village in the north. Because a dam is like a river body that has been dammed. So if no river body is passing through my place, and what are you going to dam? Or you are going to dig out a hole and call it a dam. But dam means dam. It has been dammed. A moving water that has been dammed. That's what you call dam. Is that okay? So for the NPP, they are people that will brag over, we've done this. If you call them right now, we've done this, we've done this, we've done. They will mention so many projects for you, but the reality, what is the impact? Is that okay? What is the impact? So I was mentioning, I'm mentioning funds that can be checked anywhere, okay, by any system, by anybody, anywhere in the world. And I'm trying to tell you that we inherited 66,324 hectares that were being irrigated. Okay, but we are now doing 235,000 that is being irrigated currently, and we are doing more and more and more of them. You know that there is this project that is to take from Akosobo all the way to the North Tamale, a whole plantation on that stretch. You know, there was his video was going all over social media some time ago. It's okay, last year. It is. So we want to say that there are so much effort that the president and the agri minister are putting into. If all that is done, and clearly, you know, it's a good thing we are beginning to realize that one of our problems is the tomatoes because it is seasonal. So the seasons that we cannot grow tomatoes on our normal land that is not irrigatable, we should try to use those seasons to grow tomatoes at the lands that are now being irrigated. That are now being irrigated. I hope you understand, so that we can solve that particular problem. Okay. We are talking about agri.
I will come back to you, and we shall. I want us to look at. You've mentioned irrigational project and so on and so forth, but should need be, because you understand, the ban is already on. What are we going to do as a people? So that will not affect us too much, because in almost all of our staples, our food, we use tomatoes. Even if it is tea, you go and buy some bread and some egg, you see some amount of tomatoes in it. Now, this is the dialogue, and we are going to take a breather. We'll be back in a jiffy. Stay tuned.
Yo, I'm on for and I am Makwaba at the bar, a KFM musical shopper. The Tosumi, no, who free a Kumasa Malcolm that Damono, a sunny at the bar at Dumuno, Sabran Udu, a Sambra Junction, Sambra Hotel, Quantana Sope. Now, shop no any Sambra Hotel, and the Dinja anymore. Would the free Sambra Hotel, a wool sunny at the co, Nankane and Hagan Hono, Annie, a hawk and a KFM musical shop. The Tosumi, no, yet be no fofro. Now, the air can say, and feed the papa at Timiche. The Odia, sorry, the Odi Gro Agro Ahudo. Juma de Bia Woody over here, a young video musical instrument piano, a KFM, and to say Ghana Muntie Asante Mai Muntie, a KFM musical shop. Anna Sabre, Yabian from Monochai, a war Premper the second street. We free old man come down and now sunny Ediko Edumno and Udu Sambra Hotel Quantana so now well done on Sandy Faso oho anas KFM musical shop yi ewo yani Sambra Hotel ana ewe animo ya twa abrebia
gina mesi se meya proud anase meya twa free Kumasi Edum KFM instrument store obi bisasa say bo men fo dia what to no we need see that what dey near my papa ejira wanim na what to say yes what to no bibia kan wakoma ni nyina free KFM instrument store Kumasi Edum so mi jira na me to no ma mi timi nya ho me ka fi say fi papa nu anim na mi jina no wo be try ko ma ya do se kana twa nanka kana en sanfu ayi.
All right, so you're welcome back to the program, and thank you so much for staying and keeping glued to this set. That is KFM TV. We are live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. We are still waiting for your comments. We'll be kind enough to read all your comments to the entire world to hear. And on WhatsApp and SMS message, you should send that message to 0246 239070. 0246 239070. Now, you are an integral part of the show. The show is for you, all right, because you are a part of building this nation. So send in your comment to us and messages to us. We'll be kind enough to read them. But we're talking about Burkina Faso, okay, banning the import of all, or the export, should I say, the export of all fresh tomatoes. And you know that Ghana, it is Burkina Faso that we actually get about 75% of our fresh tomatoes from. All right, so if this happens, it means tomato is going to be very expensive on our market. That is what we are discussing this morning. And I was talking to Brian, who is on the communication team of the NDC, and then Honorable Lambert Roxin Apia has also come to join us, who is also communicating for the NPP, the opposition NPP. Honorable, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I believe you are doing well.
The grace is sufficient.
Great. Well, I'll come back to you, but I want you to, Mr. Brian, I want you to go back to your submission. What I want us to know exactly what we'll do, right? Because, like I said, Ghana uses a lot of tomatoes from Burkina Faso. You've mentioned government doing this irrigation projects, and you mentioned a lot of them. Apart from that, what can we do to accept this?
Honestly speaking, I think the only thing is we can have, the last time the president at Afran Prince, he indicated that he will get to the president of Burkina Faso for discussion. The only thing you can do at this particular moment is to engage the president of Burkina Faso. But whatever it is, I think things will, no matter how hard it is to get tomatoes at this particular moment, it's a moment for us to have a retrospection, think about it, and kind of like, okay, what can we do better so that this thing will not happen again? Is that okay? Because they are also right. They've been supplying raw tomatoes all this while. This time they say they are going to process their tomatoes.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
To feed their
yes, they are going to process their tomatoes. So they are also right. So if tomatoes is one of the things we actually want, and we're thinking we're getting it, this is not something you blame any party for. Because throughout the NPP time, we've been doing that importation. From JJ's time, we've been doing those importations ever since. Is that okay? So at this particular moment, okay, it is time for us to sit down and kind of like, okay, what can we do? And that is when I will advise the Ghanaian people that the Minister of Agriculture has launched so many programs. We have to take advantage of them. The Feed Ghana program, it is to motivate a lot of churches, a lot of schools, a lot of institutions to enter into farming, and then people like myself and you to enter into farming. So we can have to begin the backyard farming of tomatoes and other garden eggs and whatsoever at this particular moment. Is that okay? So let's take advantage. And he is sponsoring a lot of us for the irrigation. The difference is that we rely on rain, but Burkina Faso, because they don't get frequent rainfall, they rely on irrigation. So the times that there are no good rainfalls in Ghana, okay, we don't get tomatoes. So sometimes tomatoes will have a growth in the market. A lot of tomatoes will be so abundant in the market and it will be getting spots. Is that okay? But once that season is over, okay, we have to be relying on Burkina Faso.
Okay.
So at this particular time, we have to take advantage. And I was telling you that when the Agriculture Minister launched the irrigation for wealth creation, he's increasing the irrigation the hectares from 66,000 to over 200,000. Is that okay? Within a short time. So a lot of our lands are going to be irrigated. Is that okay? So my advice is that now that we know that we will not be, our main source of tomatoes has been cut. Those lands that are being, we should make sure that they should grow tomatoes in years or in months that we know that there will be tomato shortage. Those lands that are being irrigated should be growing tomatoes for us.
Okay.
Is that okay? I thought that when we went to our Farm Prince, 900 acres was located in just one community. Is that okay? So that acres
for the farmer service.
No, that's not farmer service center. That is irrigation. Yes, irrigation purpose. Is that okay? Yeah. Also, the farmer service center. We have to agree that for this current agric minister, obviously the best agric minister ever. Now nobody can compare. Now the farmer service center has been launched, and it is to make sure that the Ghanaian farmer move from the hoe and cutlass farming to mechanized farming. So in the farmer service center, I will send the video for you to show one day. Okay, there is going to be tractors there. Okay, there is going to be combine harvesters there. There is going to be everything at all that you need for fertilizers. Okay. There is going to be chemicals. There is going to be planters. Okay, there is going to be sprayers. Okay. You know sprayers. Yeah. Those that they will spray your. Yes, they will spray your fertilizer, your chemicals, everything. Okay. Okay. The seedlings, the improved seedlings, very good improved seedlings, will be there. Very good improved seedlings are going to be there. Okay. Is that okay? Then there will be. You have easy access to inputs, and after harvest, you know we have post-harvest losses. Over there is going to be a lot of machineries like coal room and others. Okay, that will be there for. So when the farmer farms, no matter how large and this is something that if you don't have money to access it, you can just go and register. Okay. They'll provide all those things for you. After the harvest, they'll deduct whatsoever. Okay. Is that okay? Yes. So I think we should take advantage of this and make sure every food problem at all we have is solved once and for all.
All right. Thank you so man. That is Brian on the ticket of the NDC, and we are looking at the Burkina Faso that have put ban on the export of fresh tomatoes. We are looking at the perspective how we can help ourselves, because like I said earlier, we have very arable land, huge acres, huge hectares, but here we are even rice, we have to import a lot of them. But Honorable Lambert Apia Roxin is with me here, and quickly want to go to him. Honorable, once again, now our friend is talking about government engaged in a lot of initiatives that will help for us to have lots of produce in the country. Now, what do you say to this? Because we understand that about $400 million that is used for importing only tomatoes into the country. What do you say to this? Yes. What do you say to this?
My brother, I will greet my fellow MPP and to the national executives for the exercise ongoing, that every faithful, loyal, patriotic member of the NPP get to your constituency, get to your polling station center and go and register. So please, we're encouraging everybody to take part. It will end 31st. Then again, I greet Ablekuma South constituent and to tell them that 2028, that seat will be blue. Also, I greet my boss, Dr. Yao Osei Educhum. It's so sad and so shameful that a country like Ghana have got into this state. What has happened to us? What has happened to Nkrumah's Ghana? My brother, it got to a time that we're having factories that we ourselves were making tomato paste. Navlungu, Palugu, tomato paste were there. What happened? Under the PMDC era, they came to sell all these companies. What do you expect to do? So, the NDC, as I've been saying, are full of words but not of action. They deceive people, and all that they do is by giving sugar-coated words about, oh, we'll do that, we'll reframe this, and you could see that all they will do is by talking. By the end of the year, nothing will be done. So sad that our mothers were traveling to Burkina Faso, a land of deserts. Our land is being blessed with resources and other things that makes our land what? Fertile. But what do we do? Now, even Dodowa, which was meant for irrigation and tomato harvest. I hope you know that. Now, how far about Dodowa lands? It has been sold out. When I say it has been sold, I don't mean here at the end this is sold out. But I'm building the point. I'm building the point.
I'm not interjecting, but you're mentioning that it's like the government is doing nothing. But remember, just about 4 or 5 years ago, the NPP was in power, and we had always, right, one village, one dam. Couldn't that have helped?
Good.
Okay, to subside.
So I am building my point to wherever you want us to build it to. Okay. all what I was trying to say is that from the inception of Ghana, as we all know, there were plans for all these processes, so that the post-harvest losses that we do get, that when you get to Abubulushi, you could see that they send sometimes we just the rest become waste there. There were factories for that, right? Where are the factories? Go to Akumadan. That base is popularly called Akumadan tomatoes. What has happened there? If we have failed by that, then we need to set up.
It means we have all failed as a people.
Yes.
Not a political party.
We have failed as a people, but those who have caused us much are the NDCs.
How do you
I have cited the selling of the industries that we were using
under
to produce
the PNDC.
Under the PNDC and the NDC.
Name one.
I have mentioned the Malugu and then Naogu tomato paste. Haven't I mentioned? So why? So keep quiet. You have no moral right to talk. Let me talk. Are you getting my point? With all said and done, how can a land of desert be producing tomatoes for us? That means we have failed
as a people.
As people.
Great.
Are you getting my point? Africa as a whole, I've been saying that Africa can produce more food to the global market that can earn us money. Agriculture has been the base of Africans, two of us. Ghana, even when you read our GDP and others, agriculture contribute around 29%. So if we sit here to import and we sit here to lament about Burkina base putting ban on us, it's a disgrace to us because we have the land to do that. Are you getting me?
We have all the river sources.
Everything is at our doorstep to do that. But we, as politicians, more preferably the NDCs, they talk by mouth.
You always want to push.
I will push them because this is not blame.
The nation.
This is not the blame game. Had it been that they have not sold that companies, we will still be producing our tomato pastes. Let me carry on. So on this, I'm coming.
Go on.
On this, what I'm trying to say is that better late than never. This even is a clear opportunity. Do you know that? An opportunity for us to produce more, to create jobs, and a competent leader.
That would be great.
Why am I saying it's an opportunity? We have the lands which are fertile. According to World Health Report, the tomatoes from Ghana are more healthier than that from Burkina Faso.
But we hear ours is more moisture and moisturous.
The difference that they have thick skin. Their tomato has a thick skin
and more fiber,
and ours is the lighter. But in terms of nutrients, ours is far better than them.
Okay.
So what happened to our CSSRs? Do you know them? We create institutions. They sit, they don't do anything. We pay them monthly. We don't allow them to work. Now, to add up to my brother suggested so many 2 or 3 points, right? Which I said with him. We need to go back to the drawing table. The agri minister, I love him. He's a man that if he say he will do it. Okay. If only he will not follow his leader.
This is what I
Eric Opoko. Yeah. I know him personally.
If the person is doing well,
for Eric,
you have to give him the grand line.
One of the best agri ministers, I must say.
Fine.
If only they will give him way.
If an opposition is doing this, saying this morning, I think
if only they will give him way. The point is, if only they will give him way.
Which people?
We'll sit here and Cocoa sector is under his ministry, but there were Willa Balloon.
Which people will give him way?
If the NDCs will give him way to implement his policies.
Really? You fear some sort of sabotage?
You are here. They will sabotage him.
Really?
Now, clear point is that we need to start building irrigation system, like you said. We brought one district, one village, one dam. One way somehow, maybe we're unable to complete that project.
Fine.
One of the challenge of politicians is that we put up so many policies out there, and at the end of the day, we cannot complete all.
Yeah.
So, if I were to be the sitting president, I'll look at the agri sector. Since I have promised Ghanaians 24-hour economy, listen to me carefully. I'll use it as a means to create job. Agric alone can create about 65% job to the youth nowadays.
Okay.
Give them the seedlings like you said you are giving in Kokon Ketekete, where you divided to quarters to them. Give them the seedlings. Attach the CSSRs. We have them. Officers to what? Go round and guide them.
Inspect and guide.
How long? Tomato and Chebiana, we will get them.
3-4 months.
Yes, my boss. So it's a means of creating job for our people. It's a means of even getting more tomatoes on our market, and we even importing them, exporting them for foreign exchange.
I think we can.
But the incompetent leadership we have today, they will talk by mouth. They are not action-oriented people, just by mouth people. So with this, what I'm saying that we need to build up the draining systems, okay? Give them the seedlings, attach the CSSRs so that they guide them to do the exact work where they cannot, they learn from them. Then again, what we do as we should also try as much as possible to build at least 2 tomato factories. At least. Do you know why? So that it will sell. You build one at the north, build one at the Akumada and the offense, so that I said. So we go against the post-harvest losses. Okay. When you have too much in the market, what we do is that we send them there, they make it like the tomato paste. We all buy it. And even the market value from that end crown is not something small. Okay. In this, as a good leader with a good agriculture minister, we take this ban as an opportunity, like I said, to create jobs and earn money for this country.
All right. So that is Honorable Lambert Apia-Roxin. He is on the ticket of the opposition New Patriotic Party. But I have some few messages here. This one is on Facebook, and it's coming from Teacher Constitution. That is your name. It says it's from Wiamwase, if I'm getting that correct. It says NPP celebrate Ghanaians getting free SHS, NH school feeding, youth employment, cocoa mass spraying. NDC's focus is JDM's brothers' wealth. Check the difference. NDC strongholds are poor in development. Now, development is a choice, and NDC chose wrong. Ghana deserves better. The path to prosperity is clear. Greetings to Dr. Baumia Asanteman Kuka, and Anabi and Mr. Owusu Bempa, and Shaiso NP Chairman Hopeful. Shaiso MP Chairman Hopeful. Now, this one is coming for sending that teacher constitution from Wiamwase. Now, this one is coming from James Tete. It says that Tete from Sunyani. The reality under the current NDC government has been completely different from the promises that were made. Instead of fulfilling their pledge they made about Galamsey, President Mahama told the then President Akufo-Addo government to declare state of emergency on Galamsey. But now, telling us that his government members are now doing Galamsey. My regards to Hawa Kumsin, the incoming National Women's Organizer, and John Bwedu, the incoming National Chairman. This is from Tete from Sunyani. Thank you for watching from Sunyani, and thank you so much watching from Wiamwase. Keep watching KFM TV. We have good information and entertainment for you each and every hour. Now, I was asking Mr. Brian, the blame issue. Shan't we desist from this blame issue? Right? The ball is there, score the goal, and you are blaming the one who passed the ball that he didn't pass the ball well. Shall we stop blaming ourselves, set up industries and then make sure that we cultivate acres of land for tomato and others?
At least on this table at this particular moment, at least we can all agree to one thing.
Sure, agree to disagree.
And that is that this situation of a dry spell of tomatoes travel over the years. And we've also agreed on another thing, that we have currently, both sides agree that we have one of the best agric ministers, if not the very best agric ministers in the history of the country, Ghana. And my brother ascribed that if only he is given the chance to work, he believes that these problems are going to be solved because he believes in the competence. And I have always believed in the competence of the man, Honorable Eric Opoku. Okay, so I think this situation that has happened is a blessing in disguise. The reason it's a blessing is that it has awakening, okay, the conscience of the Ghanaian people that what is happening. So all this while we've been fed by a near desert land. All this while it is Burkina Faso that has been providing us with most of our food crops.
Okay.
And God being so good, we have a president and a minister that really wants to solve the country's problem, reset the country. So let us all focus and see how we can solve this particular problem.
All right. So yeah,
I would advise us to pick. The last time when we went to Franklin's, I saw something. The minister spoke about it. The agri-tech. He launched an agri-tech program, and agri-tech. Everybody that is into any kind of farming at all, you know, if you want to get to them to help them, is a problem. Okay, so you are advised to register. Even those who are working with agri-tech, they were even there to register people. So if you are tomatoes farmer, you register with your Ghana card. You can use your phone. You go to Equiafoni Daso, okay, Equiafoni Daso. You register. If you are so once you register your name, where your farm is, what you produce, enters a database at the Ministry of Agri. Is that okay? So if they want to provide funding, if you want to seek funding, once you have registered and there is a proof that you are a farmer of this product, and then they'll go around to confirm if it's actually true. Okay? If you really need to access a loan, once your name is on the platform, it is easy for you to access that loan. So I will encourage a lot of the farmers out there to register. Go to the app Equiafoni so you register, and then if you don't, you go to any MOFA office and register. Every farmer should be registered so that if you want to give them funding, okay, you know, a lot of banks are ready to fund.
Thank you.
A lot of farmers.
Yes. So
you know, under NPP, the one to me went for some of the loan.
Okay, fine.
You know that. So those loans are there.
Yeah.
So once you are registered, accessing them becomes easy.
But I want you to take this. We have only 2 minutes. 2
Honorable, minutes.
Take a second, all right, on the lithium deal, and let's go. And then your last words.
2 minutes.
Maximum time we
Fine.
discuss
That's okay.
It's a simple
That's okay.
taking our natural resources to my brother.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said when we get time, we would dissect it for you to know that if you complain about a deal which initially was 10%, you said when you came, you were complaining at the opposition that the deal is not good, right? Now, in government, it's been brought to 5%. You accept that is far better than the 10. We go into this. You see, let us not.
5% or 12%.
They brought it to 5 under their government.
Okay.
So, my brother, if we say we are discussing about that, we need ample time to discuss it so that the Ghanaians will understand that the NDCs are palpable lies and whatever they do always is propaganda.
So, Brian,
simple.
No, about the lithium.
Yes, just final.
Okay. So we've all agreed. Timing is very important. If this particular thing, I know that if you send it down here, it is, you can get it from me. If you translate that, you can get it 10,000. Okay, and somebody getting it from you 5,000. You can just to get down there and get it by yourself. But assuming you know that if you get there and then you are going to sell it at 2,000 and somebody wants to give it to you 1,900, you can give it. So it's timing. All right. So let me finish. So briefly, the lithium deal in 2023, a ton of lithium was around $3,500. 2024 it was even went to 5,000. It was going up. Thus it fell to currently it was $800, from $5,000 to $800. So the lithium demand is coming down. So the person who is
my brother,
the company,
stop that
if you not go into a new agreement and I invest into it, the price is coming down. So the agreement now is that it will from 5 to
as if 30 seconds is being given 2 minutes or so. Master, stop the light. Let's put reality to issues.
The price is low.
All right.
The 12%.
Let's put reality to issues. You did say to the cocoa farmers.
Yeah, we shall do this next time. Thank you, thank you. All right, so the show, please calm down, brothers. Gentlemen, it's okay. Thank you. Thank you. We'll come back to this. Now, there's a message here. Say thank you, Mr. Brian. Thank you, Mr. Brian. Thank you. Now, good morning. This one is coming from. It says, "Good morning, host and panelists. Please, host mention my address probably. Burkina Faso is doing what all Africa should be doing, but look, the bad one will criticize them instead of supporting them. The repeated attack from terrorists." The importation of high drug to alienate their what? Why won't they put measure on place to prevent all this? By their we shall know them. Okay, by their fruit we shall know them. This is coming from Brother Dozie. All right, so I was sponsored by Sophia Atelier and Sophia Beauty Hub. And if you need any kind of dress, any form of dress, any beautiful dress, tailored made, properly made by Sophia Atelier, just call them on 0545 007777 0545 007777. Then also sponsored by Dorifa Pharmaceuticals Limited. So you have infections, being it vaginal discharge, candidiasis, gonorrhea, pain during urination, pain during sexual intercourse, low sperm count, look for Dorifa Vigo Plus. And if you are having pain in your body, waist pain, back pain, or excess fat in your abdomen leading to protruding stomach, look for Dorifa Kick Up Tincture. This medicine, we take them together and it will help you to be relieved of pain and fat in your abdomen. I am Franklin Cadwell. I am grateful to Terry and everyone at the MCR who made this show a success, and those behind the camera. I'm very grateful. We have this 6 p.m. once again today. Make a date. I'll be back after 6. Stay tuned.